Hello and welcome to A Life More Boaty. We are here today, courtesy of David at Approved Boats, to have a look at this Generation 2 or V2 as they call it, Fairline 33. Now for starters, this always was a beautiful boat, but they've just made it that little bit more practical on this second edition. So start on the stern. I do apologise if it's a bit windy, but she's currently on out drives, and you can have it with petrol or diesel engine options, which we'll look at in a moment. Little bathing platform, but the big thing you'll notice if I step on board actually is it used to have a gangway up this side and a gangway up the other side, and all of this was centrally located, but they've done a much better job now of bringing it all into, well, effectively you've got access through one side, and that just makes that a much more sociable space than it was before. Still got tons of storage down here. Obviously I've got to be mindful because I don't want to knock this fender out of the way, but if I push this button in here, it releases up this bit of space in there, and you can see in there there's tons and tons of space for, well, canopies and bits and pieces. I am just going to drop that fender back in while we're here. So storage under there. This backrest pops up so you can face this way. As you can imagine, this whole section here can be seating for dining as it is now, or you can pop this little cover up down here, pull that pin out, and then fold that seat forwards so it's facing aft, giving you aft lounging space. It's also quite neat, you've got lockers down here, and you can also close this section off if you want to. And again, there is engine access underneath there as well, or you can push a little button on the helm, which we're not going to do today because we're at a boat show, and this entire section across here lifts up to give you full engine access. As we've already mentioned, lovely dining here, little fold across table, and that, in the true Fairline style, folds away, so you lift up that seat at the back, lift up that cushion at the back, and that entire table cantilevers in and sits in just behind that cushion. Really, really clever. The other thing you'll notice about the earlier edition, or the V1 version, is it didn't come with a hardtop, so you can completely enclose this area. As you can see, there are zips in here with a full canopy, so this can be an all-weather boat if you want it to. Over on the port side, we have a little kitchenette area with a barbecue grill and sink in there, little fridge in there, and this is quite neat. I've never seen one of these before, but this is a drawer ice maker. Just shut this back down, and then a slightly different take to the other version, because the other version had the seating here, and then you had a section here for cooking, and then the helm station forward, but they've separated that all up, so you've now got a couple of lovely Fairline seats here, ice chest in here, so you can fill that full of ice, chuck your beers or whatever in there, and then they've got this really stylish helm station. Nice grab handle here, beautifully backlit for night driving, and you'll notice a lack of switches, so everything is now covered on the Fairline control system, which is on the Garmin here. You can have that for engine controls or for navigation as you have on the other one. Drives here and joystick controller there. Fusion system over there, and while we're at the helm station, I'll take a quick seat and just talk you through the engine options. So this particular one we're on is going to give you 50 knots, and it's got a set of Volvo Penta V8 430s. You can get the V6s if you want the smaller 250 or 250 engine, and there's also an outboard option as well. But I say this boat, this spec, is going to give you 50 knots, probably plus. So we shall head downstairs. Again, big sliding door, slides across, gives you access to this neatly updated cabin. A few steps drops you in, and the first thing you'll notice is, even though it's quite a sleek boat, it does come with full standing headroom. If I step down here, again, anyone who knows my channel will know I'm 1.70 m. Beautifully finished in here. Apologise about the LED phasing. So it's backlit. This table drops down, as you can see. Infill cushions will give you plenty of sleeping space in there. Behind us here is a really nicely fitted out heads, wet heads effectively with a shower, loads of storage and a mirror. Kitchenette over here, again beautifully finished. Lovely second fridge in here. The only thing I would say personally, if this was mine, I think I'd want the door opening the other way, because to open it you've got to open that door that way. Makes a lot more sense to open it this way around, but hey, just personal taste. Storage all the way across the top there, sink, more storage over there, storage down below there, and then down here we have the aft cabin, which is obviously below the cockpit sole. Really decent, I would say queen size double bed in there. Storage on both sides, so there's a little bit of storage in here, storage over that side as well. Not quite standing headroom, but certainly squatting headroom up here, and you have got a little window for illumination up there. And then behind us, if we stand back up in here, we have that door, so you can shut this cabin off. And again, what they've done, which is really neat, is they have closed that in so it's flush, or it will be flush if I shut it properly, there you go, with the rest of that woodwork. So really, really neat and tidy, but just a lovely cabin. And you'll also notice that there's a TV screen behind the mirror with a forward facing camera on it, so you can see what's going on in front of you whilst you're down here having a drink. But the finish, it's really hard to show the detail in the finish. The way they've got this patterned lining, Corian / marble worktops, really beautiful. So let's just go and have a quick look on the foredeck, because one of the signature design features of this F33 Fairline was this pantograph door. So that lift opens, it then pulls back, slides back over there like that, proper little ship's door, and then that brings you forward. Now the earlier versions didn't have rails on the foredeck, but this one does. You've then got this manually folding roof, which obviously benefits you, giving you the ability to have radar, searchlight, nav lights all up there as well. A few steps forwards and you'll see all of these Fairlines now come with this inset LED lighting, and as I say, the rails now, I think they're an option, but they tend to fit them in the UK. Bow cushions, and again you'll notice there's zips here, so you can actually zip this whole section in rather than having to keep removing those cushions. And then over here we have the, as you would expect, anchor locker, anchor winch, and inset anchor in the bow there. What a truly beautiful boat. So I think you'll agree, really, really impressive upgrades versus the first edition. I will drop a link in to the side of this video here so you can see the version 1 video, so you can see the differences yourself. But what a lovely boat. So just while I'm shutting this door up, I will say thank you very much to David and the crew at Approved Boats for letting us have a look around this Fairline. And thank you very much for watching. Do please like and subscribe. It makes a massive difference to us on the channel, and I will see you next time round. Thank you very much for watching.